know what? I may not have sparkling eyes and a dashing haircut, but, actually, no, I'm thankful for that. If I had to live in a world where I looked like I was out of a shoujo manga and had to have flowery backgrounds wherever I go, yeah, I don't think it's worth the trade-off, really. And once again, we got to see slightly into Kaguya's mind. It might not have been a good idea to keep her so sheltered. But we've known that for a while, haven't we? You're here to see shenanigans. So let's begin. I remember there being a conversation on Discord about this opening song and whether or not it was better. Well, which was better, this or the Season 1 opening? I think it was unanimous that the Season 1 was better, but for the life of me, I can't remember how it went. Now, there is a certain part of it which is just, when you're listening to a song, it's somewhat difficult to picture another one in your mind. But it also is probably to do with the fact that, yeah, I'm going to blame my memory. That's the usual culprit, anyway. And really, once again, seeing Fujiwara in that hat, how many more little outfits is she going to be displaying for us? Very effective. I wondered what role financial advisor, that works. Unspeakable! And then you've got one completely oblivious. If that's who we're meant to look up to, we are in trouble. It seems like special pleading. You can't come straight in and demand changes like this. You don't know the hierarchy here. Well, she didn't understand the meaning behind it. God, it's too bright! I can't see! Where did I leave my sunglasses? There's a limit to how far you should push things. Poor Ishigami. What did he ever do? Don't worry about it. Yeah, but hopefully not both at the same time, or without rules in place or reasoning. I wouldn't be surprised if Fujiwara is somewhat bipolar. What would... Feet on the table! How far is he going to take it? I mean, they've had food in the room before. When he's given the opportunity. Oh, what is that font? Is that Mario Kart? Marine Kart. Close enough. Do you have a second controller? This might be sending her down a dark path, though. The good thing about this is, with Chica being so pushy, it might bring her out of her little shell that she's built up. The one losing. Wow, there's even the latency on the filter effects. Very nice. By the way, I despise photos with filters and all these extra stickers and stuff. Yep, this seems like a normal room. The girl's taking pictures, even though half of them don't want to do it. Whereas Ishigami and the president is just playing games. He's not watching. He's busy. Keep your eyes on the road! Is... Nice try. When's she pulling the face? Poor girl, she's becoming Fujiwara's play doll, isn't she? What did she do? It's so easy to get in her head. Ooh! Ishigami! Did you just... I hope you've written your epitaph. I'm not sure I'm going to attend his funeral, though. It's not safe. Can her phone even... Does her phone even have the same... What power to take the photos? Does it even have a camera? Well... Well... I'm sorry. I didn't sign up for this. And the cliche, they got locked in. Well, if it still works, they're not going to buy another one. Wow, the doors stick. Go on, put some welly behind it. Well, apparently they don't pay for their electricity bill either. Well, you saw the lock there, it wasn't actually on. Even though it's so prevalent in stories, I can't say I know a single person that has gone through this this type of event. So no one's ever going to come looking for them. You can eat the tug of war rope. Is she thinking the same thing? He must have done this. In a situation like this, if it was actually real, you don't want to panic. You want to stay calm and collected. So desu ka? Yes. Break the bridge, make them fall. Is that Siegfried in the background? Good old onion boy. Why is there a helmet in the equipment shed? Really? A branch like that? Here's the thing though, it's not because the building was decrepit, it's because the flora wasn't maintained. Looks like they're going to have to live out their lives in this shed. She sets her standards low, doesn't she? Wow, he touched my sleeve. That's all the development I need. They were on a slightly different wavelength there, but the fact that they are still trying to keep up this pretense, god damn it. It's like seeing a train wreck in slow motion. You want to step in and stop things, but god damn is it interesting. Don't stand up too quickly, you might get lightheaded. And be careful of invisible ropes stripping you up, I don't know. Yeah. How... wow. Imagine thinking that those events only ever happen in fairy tales. That would be quite an upsetting viewpoint, personally. Whoever opens the door, probably Ishigami, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to leap through the screen and change the process of events of how this actually went down. And all of you will thank me for it. Oh, okay. Yeah, if there's one to see everyone in compromising situations, make him seem as though he is a deviant. The fact that she's crying like this makes me feel really bad. I hear that in the depth of my soul. I have a really high pitched ringing in my ears every now and again, so I don't want to be reminded. Oh, it's fluff, yeah. Don't take away his game console. Are you trying to kill the man? What was with the ripples in the fish pond? Did she collapse? Wow, who would have thought that that bit of lint was so important to her well-being? This is a grand old time to drop these in. No expense has been spared, obviously. Is he like the Japanese house? I would make a reference to an actual surgeon or doctor, but I don't know any. He takes his work seriously. Was it on the... Okay. So was he the one that worked on the mother and failed? Is she going to just be told she's a hypochondriac? Great way to start off a sentence, Doctor. Yes, it was a very rare disease. I've never passed out to that kind of extent. So I'm not sure that a doctor would give that kind of diagnosis. Cinderette. What were you doing at the time? The thing is, she hasn't had this development before, and they've been in very more close situations. Is she just embarrassed? Wow. X-rays, CRTs, I can't think of any other procedures in the minute. Wow, good. At least she doesn't take after her mother. Yeah, that would be bad. Especially, why is it water coming out? Think on more than one issue. My cousin was born with a hole in his heart, so I understand that one. Ah, easy to do a practical experiment then. Oh dear, this might be too overpowering for the poor girl. To think that a doctor not only heals the body, but gives psychiatric advice. Beep, 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 beep. It's too much for her. Yep. If every situation is going to be relayed to her, so you don't understand what you're saying in front of all of these people. I mean, if it was genuine terror, then you might want to report it to someone, but wow. This conversation is taking him back to his I wouldn't say childhood, but adolescence. Where did he get his qualifications? I didn't see a degree on his wall. Yeah, she might need to move to a different district entirely. Just don't touch her. Yes, very hot. Very bad. Don't come near her. Too intense. Bye, fish. Okay. Um. There has to be a limit to how little common sense that she possesses. I feel like I'm actually losing the ability to understand reality by watching her. Then again, some of the other characters aren't any better, so. I would actually like if someone had tallied up how many wins and losses there were throughout this, so I could see what that chart looks like. I just had a odd thought. If this had been a series with some actually relatively well-adjusted people for Japanese high school students, and we still had this level of sexual tension, it would be aggravating to borderline annoying. But for some reason, with Kaguya, it misses that step, and so it is not, and it's somewhat endearing, like you're... I don't know how to explain it without making it sound condescending for the poor girl. But I'm sure you understand where I'm trying to go with that. At least, hopefully. Whether you agree or not, that's up to you if you enjoyed the episode, and maybe leave a like on the video. And maybe if you want to be trapped in a sports equipment shed with me, then subscribe to the channel. I can actually hear my subscribers fleeing as we speak. Not sure the joke was worth it. And for a doctor like that, to come up with his prognosis, and yeah, you're lovesick. You collapse because you're an idiot. I think he would... Well, he's a good doctor, we've been told that, so maybe he would have been able to come up with that. There are no other explanations possible. But would he risk his career in case he was wrong? And one of the best... Well, I say best... One of the good parts of this show is seeing Hasakawa being a bit more... Well, we're getting to see the true Hasakawa, aren't we? Her sheer embarrassment with the hospital staff. I really hope she's paid well in that position. But there's more Kaguya to be seen. So, you may want to turn on notifications, but ultimately, get some rest. Because you want to come back for the next one. If you're the type that likes to see me take unnecessary trips to the hospital over the butterflies in my stomach, then consider helping me out on Patreon. Because so far, Sal, Raywin, Aegis TR, Denim 1997, Aisha M, Shiwan, ASD, Stinsfire, and everyone else have really wasted the Doctor's time. But honestly, at this point I wouldn't ask for it any other way. So once again, thank you.